Hello, my name is Sarah and I'm from the Skills team in the University Library. In this short video, we're just going to look at referencing with Harvard Hull and APA. In your academic writing, you must use references in your work to acknowledge your sources. Harvard and APA systems do this by giving the author's surname and the year of publication in the text, so they are called author date types of referencing. You can see in the two examples above, you've got the author's surname, Berger, and in brackets 1963 suggests that sociologists can identify general patterns of social life by looking at concrete specific examples. And underneath, second example, you've got some information and then in brackets at the end, the reference that you're using to back up that information. Machionis and Plummer, 2012. So why do we reference? Using references makes your argument stronger. So you can imagine that if you were making a point in an assignment and you didn't back it up with your reference, your lecturer is going to wonder where your evidence is for that point. Using an expert or two to back up your information makes your argument stronger and will make your lecturer take more notice. For example, if your point is due to global warming, the average temperature of the Earth is increasing every year. Although we believe that to be true, there are people who also don't believe in global warming. So you do need some evidence to back that up. As soon as you put in a reference, so an author and a date of publication, you're automatically making that argument stronger. You're using academic evidence to show that that point is valid. Using references engages you with and places you within the academic community that you're now a part of. And using references stops you plagiarising. So it stops your work being taken and passed off as somebody else's. This is an example of blatant plagiarism. On the left-hand side, you have the original text as the author intended it to be read, and on the right-hand side, you have almost a direct lift with no reference. Only a couple of words have been changed. If you put this into your assignment, you would be accused of plagiarism. However, there are ways to prevent plagiarism. Way number one is to do something as a direct quote. So again, on the left-hand side, we've got the original text written verbatim. On the right-hand side, instead of changing a few words this time, we put double quotation marks around it to show that it's a direct quote. At the end, in brackets, you've got the author's surname with a comma, 2012, the year of publication, colon, and the page number 6. Close your bracket. Full stop. This is how this would be done in Harvard Hull. In APA, you can see the example just down here. You've got your brackets. Again, you've got your author's surname, Sanchez with a comma, year of publication 2012. But instead of a colon and 6, this time you've got another comma, P.6, to show that the page number will be page 6. It's common practice to put page numbers in when you're using direct quotations if there is one. So if it's from a book or a journal article that has page numbers, include the page number for direct quotations. The second way to prevent plagiarism is by paraphrasing. So taking the information, again we've got this original text on the left hand side, and putting it into your own words. When you're paraphrasing, you're not just looking to change one or two words, you're looking for the meaning of the piece of information you're looking at and looking to see how it can help you support your argument. So again, afterwards you've got brackets, Sanchez, 2012 for Harvard Hull. Paraphrase text for APA, you've got your brackets again, and in there you've got Sanchez, 2012, P.6. So with APA, it's more normal to use page numbers as well if you've been paraphrasing. Always check with your lecturer to see what they want you to do, but for APA, very often you do need to use page numbers for paraphrase text as well as direct quotes. So what is paraphrasing and why do we do it? Another example of badly paraphrased text. So on the left you've got the original and you can see the words in blue are the ones that have been changed on the right hand side. It's not been changed enough to be your own work. It's not a direct quote, so you're not giving the kudos to the author, and you don't have a reference at the end or at the beginning or anywhere to show where you got this information from. Good paraphrasing is not about rewriting a specific paragraph, it's about mining for ideas. You're looking for those ideas that will back up your own work. And usually paraphrasing is better than using quotes because it shows you've understood the point being made by the author, So your lecturer is automatically going to think you have a deeper understanding. You've read something, you've understood it, you've been able to take out the salient points and put it into your own words or use it to back up your own information. It makes reading your text easier, it gives it more flow. So you can imagine that if you're stopping all the time for big chunks of quotes, it makes reading your assignment quite hard and quite choppy. And it allows your own voice to be heard. So if we all wrote the same assignment, we would all write it slightly differently. We would all have our own academic voice. So paraphrasing just allows your voice to come through and your lecturer to get to know you a little bit more. However, we're not saying never use direct quotes. They are needed, for example, when the author has expressed themselves in an unusual or notable way. The words themselves have historic or other significance, so these can be things like war speeches and things like that. Or there is simply no other way to say it, so that's often quite a short quote. If you have any questions about this video, you can contact the library either by the support portal at support.hull.ac.uk, via the library live chat, which is the yellow box on the library web pages, or for more information on referencing, you can go to the skills support pages at www.hull.ac.uk/skills. Thank you.